Welcome back to the WHHI News. Now, last week we spoke with John.Young. He is an AI voice cloning expert, cybersecurity scam expert. John, great to have you back.
Thanks for having me, Allie. Good to be back.
This is kind of fun. You said to me, Allie, I'm going to get your voice from the program and I'm going to make it say something that maybe your husband wouldn't be thrilled about. I bet you he would think it was you. So you took my voice from the show and you had me telling my husband my sister was coming to visit, which now he loves my sisters. But anyway, let's take a listen to that now. It's incredible. Here we go. I'm on my way home and hopefully I'll get there before my sister. But if you're not sitting down, then grab yourself a chair. I've got some bad news and some more bad news. There's been a water main break and my sister has no running water, so she needs to stay with us for a few days. It's probably going to be for 3 days, 5 at most. Yes, I know it's not the best situation, but all I can say is look on the bright side of things and think about how happy you'll be once she's gone. If she gets there before me, just pretend you're sleeping and don't answer the door. I'll be there soon. Bye. Now, I want to tell you, I would think that was me. He would think that was me. This is really scary.
It is you. Oh. All I did was I took your voice, I took 45 seconds of our interview and basically wrote a script that had a funny little scenario there where your sister's water main broke and she was coming over and you were kind of racing over to beat her to the front door. And if he if he hears her knocking, just pretend to be asleep and you take care of it when you got there. So
I mean,
the thing is, I'm laughing about it and it's funny, but I also use the same thing to break into my own bank account. When they use your voice as your password, I used my own voice with AI and I broke into my own bank account. You could believe that.
No, I can't believe that. So someone could, with voice recognition, take a recording of your voice and then actually use it to get into your account. And again, the other scary thing, we know all about those scams about, oh, I'm in jail, or I have a flat tire, or can you send me money via email or text? But now with voice, John, this is it's scary.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's robotic when they hear the AI, and that's true, but it's when they're dealing with someone that doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't take the time to do it the right way. When you use the tools that I use, which are very inexpensive, and by inexpensive, I mean about $20 a month, you can get a subscription to a really good AI voice cloning lab. But there's free versions out there that aren't as high quality as what I produced with the high definition. And they're not going to make it as funny.
No, it's not.
I'm joking around.
Yeah, it's certainly not
it's
going
to be like that.
No, it's certainly not going to be a funny situation. And I mean, you also gave us tips last week about if someone's calling and saying, hey, send me money, and it sounds like them to ask specific questions about events you've shared together or, something where you will actually know if that person is who they say they are, right?
Right. They could use a code word. They could use a code phrase. You could talk about a shared life experience. But the important thing is to push back on them and just not take that little snippet of frantic whatever they put up there as far as the child saying, Grandma, Grandma, help, help. To actually demand to talk to the child and go a little deeper. And they'll try to push you off usually and do something. But if you ask a few questions, you'll find out that they surely run thin on information that makes sense to you. I'll give you a quick scenario that I learned from. A guy received a frantic message that his child had been kidnapped. He called his child's school and they wouldn't give him the information whether the child was in class or not because he was upset that they wouldn't, but just think on the other hand, if they did give that kind of information to someone.
And it wasn't him,
and
they
could.
Yeah, and they cloned his voice. Yeah.
Exactly. Then they could actually kidnap the child, or most times it's a domestic dispute where someone will take the child when they don't have custody, and they'll need to know when the child is in class or when they're leaving, or they'll say that they're sick or something like that. And I know because it's happened to people that I know and even in my own family. And it's devastating when that happens. But with the AI voice cloning, it's added another layer onto this cybersecurity mess that we're in. It's just getting worse because AI is just getting better.
Well, John.Young, I mean, that really made it clear to us today, and I want to thank you for joining us here on the WHHI News.
All right, you're so welcome, Allie. And then you can tell your husband he can relax. And
I will.
Don't worry, everything's okay. Everyone's water mains are fine. And
Okay.
everybody has water.
All right. We want to thank you again, and we want to thank all of you for watching this edition of WHHI's News.